bastard here. They have a product that will make your head spin, mostly because if you try and look it up, you'll be thinking, fucking hell, I thought this was a hobby boy. As if you're not exceedingly careful, the prices for this online are... there's no polite way to put it. It's anal rape. There's no other way to put it. It really is getting a probe with a big member. So this might very well be exclusive on YouTube and possibly the internet, which is a big deal. I do say so myself. You may not have even heard of the product. I'm betting most people don't even know it exists, unless it's very well read. I'll tell you the brand. It's a Glico Pocky. You know, those little biscuit sticks with chocolate and other stuff attached to them. But what you probably didn't know is they made an adult version. One that is meant to be paired with whiskey, good whiskey, and another is meant to be paired with good red wine. I don't have whiskey or wine lying around. I could theoretically get a hold of some and do a reduct review. But for now we're going to talk about just the product. I have the whiskey one, which is called, right now, the Otona no Kohaku. Something like Kohaku or something like that. I'm shocking to pronounce it in things if I did. And so there it is in Japanese. There's the label, proudly gloating about how awesome it is. And I suppose you are complaining, oh, what about the important stuff? Well, there she was. A very sexy little tub of chocolates. Now, I do warn you to be exceedingly careful with these online. It's not unusual to find prices 50, 70 US dollars. I paid a fraction of that. But I guarantee you the website I used is the exception, not the rule. This is what the little buggers look like. You get a couple of packets of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them in the tube. Let's crack it open. I see these can be saved as these are already. You need to spend 50, 70 US dollars if you don't want to shop around online. And then a couple $100 for a great bottle of whiskey. It looks like what do you call them? Pretzels from this end, and from I don't know. It just looks like, you know, semi-bitter, semi-sweet chocolate, depending what semantics you want to use. So let's give it a spin. Intriguing. Very intriguing. I can immediately say, well, this needs to be enjoyed with whiskey. I agree thoroughly. Otherwise, most people would subjectively say this is horse shit. Oh yeah, that's a pretzel. Lovely salty biscuit tip. But the chocolate itself is very intriguing. It's semi-bitter, semi-sweet, not quite dark chocolate, with an incredibly strong cocoa flavour, cocoa bean. It's very fruity, dark and rich. It's quite intense actually. It's also utterly seductive because it hasn't got this crass bitterness, this sort of flavour it usually comes with. Or the blinding thug of cheap rum and raisins are normally included, especially when the chocolate tastes like this. It's usually a blizzard of rum and raisins. And it's sweet to death and back. Oh, it's so bitter, it just tastes like styrosine, that rat poison, infamously used by housewives in the Victorian period. With an incredibly sophisticated, incredibly sexy chocolate. well beyond most people's comprehension, let alone tastes. And then you end up with this ever so slightly salty tip. Just as a chocolate biscuit, it is very sexy, very seductive, fucking delicious. Much more sophisticated than most people would be, whether you want to admit that or not. It's really not my problem, it's yours. Bloody delicious all on its own. I'm gonna have to somehow find a way to get a hold of some whiskey without, spending $70, $80 on some cheap swill to pair this up and do a reduxy. I'm definitely gonna have to do a reduxy one of these days, but for now, murderously expensive if you don't shop around ruthlessly. Probably too sophisticated for literally 9 out of 10 people, and the 10th person may not like it because it just isn't their personal thing. So it's a bit of a moot point so far, even though it's a bloody brilliant product as it is individually, it's a bit of a moot point because, well, as is, while I thoroughly adore it, I can't strictly recommend it because I haven't tried it with whiskey yet. I can go on location. They like to keep a bottle or two of hard liquor around. It's been 20 years using it. But I know in particular someone who's an enthusiast of cinnamon spiced whiskey. Maybe I'll consult with them. But for now, I'm blasted out of here.